Welcome to the InformedConsentMD webinar on how to send your patients a document or file that she is requesting when she is not at your office. Let's get started. As you can see, we are looking at the main screen. Adjacent to the favorite InformedConsentMD videos is a section called My Files. This section contains all the PDF files that you have created. You will find under the first heading is how to send your patient files. By clicking on this section right here, you will open up a document that describes exactly what the steps are that are necessary to go through with creating a PDF file. This will always be available to you at the top of that page. Please take time to read through it if you're not familiar with how to take a document and turning it into a PDF. You'll also see a plus sign right next to My Files. By clicking on that plus sign, this will allow you to take a PDF that you've created and upload it to the website. First, begin by giving the PDF a name. In this case, let's assume a patient has called requesting instructions about her postpartum care. You have a document that you've turned into a PDF that you would like to send her. Let's give it a name. Next, we'll need to add the file. By clicking the box underneath, we can click here, find the file that we're interested in adding to the website, and loading it up. It's just that easy. Once the file has been loaded, you will receive a message stating that the file has now been added to your page in just a matter of seconds. We'll click OK. And now we'll go back to the physician portal and we can see where it says My Files. Attached is a list of all the files that you've created, and sure enough, down here at the bottom is our postpartum instructions. We have an opportunity to view it and look at it in detail, or we can even send it. By clicking the View button, you'll be able to see exactly what the document is that you've created. Here, we can scroll through and we can find all the data that we had created that we've turned into a PDF file. We can print it out and give it to the patient if she was in the office, or we can send it to her. Let's pretend that this patient is not at the office but wants to get the information while she is at home and would like to look at it on her cell phone. We'll hit the Send button, which will open up a window, and there's several things to look at here. First is a button that we can turn on or off, asking if the recipient that you're sending it to is the patient. In some cases, the patient may instruct you to send this to her spouse, or perhaps she wants it to send it to a relative. Do you want to sign a confirmation that they received the PDF? The patient will have the opportunity to potentially sign a document stating that she did receive it. In this case, we're not worried about that. And then we have options on how she'll get it. By clicking on the space, we see we have three choices. It can be by email, text message, or we can print it and give it to her directly. In our example here, she's out of the office and wants to receive this as a text message. We'll click on the text message button, put in the patient's name, and the patient's date of birth. It's important to have two identifiers that will help ensure that you can identify this patient with reference to your electronic medical records. And then we'll simply need her cell phone number. By hitting Send, the PDF is on its way. In a matter of seconds, you've not only helped the patient, but you've provided her important instructions or vital information that would have taken an extensive amount of time to have discussed with her over the phone. And here we are back at the home screen. Let's see what this looks like in real time. Let's pretend a patient has called you and wants instructions on her postpartum care, but would like it in a document if possible. So let's log on. And once we're on, we can find our files. We can see the one that she's looking for, hit Send. We know it's going to her. We don't worry about it being something that she has to sign off on. She wants it in this case as an email. So we'll send it as an email. We'll put in her two identifiers, her name and her date of birth. We'll put in her email address at the bottom and hit send. Nothing could be faster. By utilizing this critical tool, you and in particular your staff will save a tremendous amount of time, helping patients get the vital information they need without spending excessive amount of time on the phone, but rather with the patients in the office. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact us. We can be reached by phone in the United States at area code 713-866-4800 or contact us on the web at info@InformedConsentMD.com.